Hi, y'all. It's Angie here with Life Unfiltered and More. This is my initial launch, my first episode, and giving you an intro and letting you know a little bit about me and also the topic for today's conversation. Feel free to leave a comment or send me an email. Again, I am Angie. A little bit about me. I am from North Carolina. I just work. I have 2 daughters and I am very simple. I love to be at home. I'm a homebody. I enjoy spending time with my family, and I really love the simple things in life. As far as the first mini episode, the topic I wanted to touch on today is weight loss, and not just weight loss from a point of, oh, I think I need to lose weight because I'm not happy with how I look. Weight loss from a health perspective. Last year in December, I went to the doctor and we discovered that I was pre-diabetic, which really unsettled me. I do have family members who are diabetic, and I was like, what do we do? The doctor, she just told me like, hey, you need to change your diet. You need to exercise more. I already was exercising, increase my exercise and diet, like lifestyle changes, major lifestyle changes. I talked to my brother who gave me like all this information on how to eat better, like what I can cut out. And mainly I cut out sugar. I am not going to sit here and tell you that I cut out all sugar. I think that's impossible. I cut out as much processed sugar as I could from my diet. I was probably eating over 2,000 calories a day, and mainly in sugar. I went from eating that to about, I'd say, 1,100 to 1,600 calories per day. I started logging all my food. I did intermittent fasting where I only ate from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And another thing, while we're talking, I will tell you guys, like, I am that person who will pronounce a word incorrectly. I will give you the wrong acronym for an organization. That is me. So I do make mistakes. Don't take everything I say to like, oh, Angie said this on her podcast, so it must be correct. I make mistakes and I'm not perfect. But yes, I wanted to put that disclosure out there. Yes, so I changed my diet, cut my calories way back, did the intermittent fasting from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Those were the only hours that I would eat. I did all of this for 10 weeks until I could get in to see a nutritionist. I also cut out all soda, like no soda at all, unless it was diet. And I don't really like diet soda, so I don't drink too many diet sodas. I was mainly drinking water, or carbonated water. I took out all, like, I love drinking ciders. I stopped drinking ciders. Yeah, I just cut so much stuff out of my diet for those 10 weeks. I had no fast food unless it was a salad. And I'm not saying that fast food places have the healthiest salads, but I I would do Chick-fil-A with the side salad or the kale salad and put the nuggets on the salad, which is still not the healthiest, but that was my treat. No desserts. Like, I did not have any desserts for 10 weeks. And once I saw the nutritionist, I had already lost, I lost about 13 pounds at that point. She let me know that the way that I was doing things wasn't the healthiest. It would give me the result that I needed, but it wasn't the healthiest. It's okay to have some sugar as a treat. Like I could have a cheat day if I wanted to. I could, what else did she say? She said I could have a cheat day. She said that if I wanted to have a dessert once a week, if that's what I wanted to do, if I wanted to have an unhealthy meal, I could. Um, yeah, so once I met with her and she told me all of this and she taught me how to count my carbs, I was not counting my carbs correctly. So that helped me as well. So I slowly started eating the foods that I had cut out. And yeah, I just kept exercising, kept drinking my water. It's a lifestyle change when you do something like that. So about 2 weeks later, I went and had my A1C rechecked, and I was no longer pre-diabetic. So I was super happy. But this is something that I will have to monitor for the rest of my life because again, I don't want to have diabetes, and I know that I can easily become diabetic. So I have continued to change my diet or like not have an unhealthy appetite as much as I can. I eat smaller portions. Since December of 2024, I have lost 18 pounds and I am at the point where I'm no longer losing weight. I'm just maintaining it. So that is very reassuring. I wasn't overweight when I was diagnosed as pre diabetic. Um, I did not intend to lose 18 pounds. I just intended to change my diet and exercise more so I wouldn't be pre diabetic. There was nothing in my head saying, oh, you're overweight and you need to lose 20 pounds. That was never a goal. Like when the weight started dropping off, it actually scared me at first because I was like, oh wow, this is bad. Um, but my BMI and everything is healthy. Um, I sleep better than I did before I found out that I was pre-diabetic. Um, I will say cutting sugar out of your diet does so much good for you. And well, I speak to my experience. It did so much good for me personally. I wasn't sleeping well. I was using the bathroom all the time, like urinating all the time. And when I cut sugar completely out of my diet, I slept so much better. I had more energy. Um, I did not urinate in the middle of the night, like get up to use the restroom in the middle of the night. I just felt better from a body standpoint. Um, I know we love sugar. I love sugar. But if you can, I would say like try to cut it out and just see how much better you feel. Yes, I have sugar. I have went back to having sugar after the nutritionist told me, hey, you can have some sugar. I still don't have nearly as much sugar as I had before, but yes, I do have a dessert, a small dessert, maybe once a week. Um, I have cut way back. I'm trying to do super small portions of dessert because I do need to get my A1C rechecked in September. And they say your A1C is monitored like the past 3 months, gives you the window of the A1C calculation. So I'm trying to be good from June to September. Yeah, so that is my weight loss journey. I know people will look at me and say, Angie, you're so thin in the face, or you look like you lost weight. I don't want anyone to think that I'm sick or that something is wrong. It's just I did it for health reasons. I do feel better. Um, One thing I will mention, this might not happen to other people, but it did happen to me. I had changed my calorie intake and my portion size a lot. Um, and then, so if I did have like a cheat meal and I indulged in like a lot of food or even a meal that I would have ate the size before I started this, my stomach would hurt really bad, like cramp really bad. So I do want to make those people aware who are listening to this. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll try that. Or, oh, that sounds like a great idea. Just be mindful that once you do cut your portion size for a long time and you slowly go back to what you were eating before, just keep in mind that your stomach is not used to that, and you might also experience stomach cramps or some type of discomfort after you eat a large meal. So again, I have not really eaten any more large meals because it was happening quite often. Like every time I would eat a larger size meal, my stomach would hurt so bad. Um, so I don't do that anymore. I have not had any really bad stomach pain in over a month, thank goodness, because it was really uncomfortable and it makes you just not want to do anything, just want to sit and lay down. So I do want to make sure I give that little bit of information. But if there is anyone out there watching this or listening to this who also has had a lifestyle change as far as diet and exercise, if you have any tips for me that I can take on and use in my journey to maintain my weight and not lose anymore or gain. I mean, gaining is fine. Like I said, I lost a big chunk of weight and I wasn't trying to. So I'm not worried about gaining weight. I just don't want to lose anymore. Yeah, so I would love any comments you have on that. Oh yes, I wanted to talk about exercise. So as far as exercising, I was walking 3 to 4 days a week. Um, if I wasn't walking, I would do cardio, like a in-home workout where I had a jump rope. I would just like mainly, I guess you call it Zumba. I would just dance to a playlist that I created and burn so many more calories than walking. I love walking for my mental health purposes, but Zumba or dancing to burn calories is amazing. You burn so many calories, you're actually enjoying the music, and it's a really good workout. But yes, as far as exercise, I would do 3 to 4 days a week, mainly walking. Like I said, some jump roping. I love the rowing machine, but it does really bother my stomach as far as like the pulling. I also like the exercise bike, but mainly walking outdoors is my go-to exercise. I will get on a treadmill, but not as often. I'm not very good with motion and I am clumsy, so I'm always afraid that I'm going to fall off of the treadmill. It has never happened, but I don't really care for the treadmill unless I absolutely have to get on. But yes, walking outside is my go-to exercise. I would love to hear your go-to exercise, your routine. What do you do? I also will do hand weights and just make up exercises with those. I have ankle weights that I use sometimes when I'm walking. Um, yeah, like you could pull up a YouTube video and YouTube any video that you would like. You could even Google like exercises. I've done that. You could follow your friends. I'm sure you have a friend who's into fitness. Yeah, so basically whatever exercise works for you, I'm all about taking care of your body, being active. Um, I know we often eat because like we want to eat or we think we need to eat, we overeat. I found out that your body does not need as much food as what your mind might think it does. Um, I thought that I was really going to struggle with cutting back my portions. I don't struggle. I find that I don't waste food as much because I eat all my food. But I'm really proud of myself for cutting out as much sugar as I have. Because, like I said, I had something sweet with every meal prior to changing my lifestyle and diet. So I mean, I do understand how hard it is to change diet and start exercising, but I am here to tell you other people might have different experiences, and that's fine. We all have different experiences. We're all unique. But I'm all for it. I think it's a wonderful thing and I encourage it. So that is all the time that I have for today. I want to thank you guys for sitting and listening to me talk. And I hope that you come back next time. I will have a guest on. The guest will be my brother Kyle. We will be talking about entrepreneurship. And yeah, I can't wait for you guys to meet him and see us interact. All right. Well, until next time, thank you for tuning in to Life Unfiltered and More. Y'all take care and have a great day.